Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about the El Salvadorian Civil War. Ooh wee. Look, that joint, whoa, 1979 to 1992. Bodies everywhere, political parties just beefing with each other, countries taking sides on the outside, looking in. America, Cuba, everybody had their joints. Everybody was out here taking their sides. The game was crazy. Stability came, and it still wasn't even stable back then. Like, it wasn't, when it was over, it still wasn't good. It was okay good. Then it got better. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that's today's episode. This is what we do. You know how we do, man. We do this for all you listeners, because new listeners probably be like, yo, I don't know what's up with the music. Then I don't know what's up with this whole other thing. This is how I go down. It's been tweaks and stuff here and there, but this is what we do. This is how I get down. Word up. Hopefully everybody is okay with this Milton thing. I still don't understand why we out here calling the hurricane Milton. Like, Milton is the old, like, who names these joints? Like, no Marcus, no Marvin, no Marquise, no Maurice, Matthew, Martin, Mick, Mickey, Michael, Mike, Milton, Matthew, Milton. Who's out here like, yo, in honor of my granddad and them, I'm gonna go Milton. What? Anyway, hopefully everybody's good. I know a lot of people was like, I ain't going nowhere. And here's the wild, crazy part about that when they said that. I understood them. Some people were like, I can't afford to go nowhere. Like, where am I going to go? That's the part they tell you to evacuate, and where do you go? I never had to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Evacuate. They're just like, take what you think is important. How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? There's things that you can't take with you all the time. Like, yo, it's just like, what becomes that thing? I don't know how bad it was when it hit every place, but there was some people claiming that their joints was flooded. Other people were like, yo, trees is just down everywhere, power's out. Some people was just like, it was bad. It was bad. But to evacuate, to find some place, like, where's the money coming from? So if you're living check to check, that hotel money ain't there. We already giving people, but we're not giving people to the point where we're just like, yo, yeah, the hotel people like, yo, come on through. Because you know you're going to have them hustlers. You're going to have them scammers. I'm coming from over there too, son. Whole license plate say New York on the back. Boom. Got a free room. Chilling. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's just wild. Hopefully everybody is okay. I hate the fact that this has been strategically politicized. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put the joint on this right here. They put the ill spin on this. And all of a sudden, somehow, we're directing questions to Kamala. People are talking to Kamala about this like she's the president. She's running for president. Nobody, I don't think I've seen, matter of fact, I'm one of those people, I'm at this point, I'm like, yo, y'all might want to make sure Biden is still alive, because I ain't seen the man for real in a minute. She said she was running for president, started moving around, moving pieces outside of the Democratic National Convention. I don't think I've really seen the brother anymore. Is he still alive? Is his family pulling the John Amos? Salute to John Amos. Rest in peace to John Amos. John Amos died in August. They ain't tell you about that joint till October. You know what I'm saying? They said he died in August. They ain't let the world know till October, which I am all for that. I don't want that to sound like I'm being disrespectful. I am for that. That's how you supposed to do. You want your time to be your time. Your time to grieve. You don't want to hear all that. Because that's what happened. As soon as all of a sudden you got a bunch of good times and Flo smashing the joint. Nah, son. I just want to, family-wise, we just want to ride. And I know I'm off topic. Sad part is, the daughter was like, I found out like the rest of the world that my pops was gone. It's some stuff going on up in there. But anyway, that's all I'm saying, man. Check on that man. Where is he at? What's he doing? Because I don't know. We need to figure that out. We are talking to her like she makes decisions. We're talking to her like she is the somebody that makes decisions. She's not. You know what I'm saying? She's still the vice president. That means she's still the glorified sidekick. Yeah, she's trying to be the star of the show, but right now, she's still the glorified sidekick. If I'm in the Justice League and something's going down, I don't want to talk to Robin. I want to talk to Batman. I'm not going to be like, yo, Dick, Jason, Drake, Damon, how do we do this, son? What are we supposed to do? Well, I don't care about what their thoughts are. Where's Batman? And what's Batman doing? You guys can give advice to Teen Titans. Y'all can't give advice to the Justice League. Y'all talk to Young Justice and Teen Titans. Y'all don't talk to us. You don't get to talk to us. We're watching people talk to Kamala Harris. We're watching reporters question Kamala's response to all of this. That's what we're doing. COVID hit. Nobody bypassed Trump and went, hey, yo, Pence, what's your plan, son? What you got going on? What you gonna do, dude? Nobody cared. 9/11 happened. We looked at Bush. We should have probably been talking to Cheney and Rumsfeld, but we looked at Bush. We didn't look at them. We looked at Bush. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm lost on this right here. You know what I mean? I'm upset that we're putting politics into a real life dangerous situation, and we're playing these games where it's like, oh man, all of a sudden all of us act like we don't know how FEMA works all of a sudden. Like FEMA gave out this much money to help you figure out what you're gonna do. Get your bearings straight, and the other money will flow in later. People lost their minds, like, oh man, all they giving out is XYZ. Most of these people I know are old enough to remember Katrina. I know they're old enough to remember Katrina, because Katrina was the last major, oh my God, what, you know what I mean? These people are old enough to remember there was a time, 05 stretched out to 07, and somebody was like, yo, if y'all ain't really got yourselves together yet, it's this FEMA money about to dry up. Y'all better figure it out. Years after Katrina, if y'all ain't figured it out yet, we can't do too much for you. We're done. This is your time frame. Get it right. What you gonna do? We know how the game goes. Why are we acting like we're stupid all of a sudden and just think this is it and it's nothing else? And I feel bad because no one is saying anything. Like, people are allowing people to say this without stopping them. It's different when you're posting something on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or whatever, YouTube, and it's just you looking into your phone or your camera and you're getting your rant out. When you're in front of people, when you're calling up to radio stations, when you're talking to another person or people, and no one stops you and breaks down how that works, they're part of the propaganda. They're part of the I need the attention. That's, at this point, this is the, ooh, yeah, this is going to be the joint we posted. Everybody going to end up checking this, whether they like it or not, whether they're for it or against it. This is where the conversation's going to start. We gonna get that. Yeah, this is that moment for us, son. That's really what that is. We need to stop that, man. It's other things out here, son. We can't, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to even talk about that. I just figured, like, it just hit me like, yo, how are we allowing people to spread disinformation this way? You know what I mean? Now, what I was and wanted to talk about before we got into this joint, which this might be a short joint, because last night it was crazy. You know what I mean? I got so deep into the music, then I overtalked on the first segment, and I was like, I gotta really get this Civil War time frame thing out and do it, and I feel bad. Please look that joint up. Please look the Salvadorian Civil War. Not even the America's hand in it. I'm just saying the way it breaks down with the politics and the looking to overthrow the government on each side, and the manipulation of the votes and all that. It's a crazy joint, but there's something I have to let y'all hear, and then we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to hear this. My man DDG has some things to say about people working 9 to 5s. And I heard it, and I was just like, huh. I'm not totally against what he's saying, but that's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna play this piece, and we can get in on it.
A 9 to 5 should only be used to fund your own business. Like, I don't think nobody should ever get a job and say, I'm gonna be the 10-year best employee of the year. Like, nobody should ever think that, because if you ever late too many times, they're gonna get rid of you. They don't care what you got going on in your family. They don't care about nothing. If I'm the business and you always late and you doing this, I'm firing you. It's plain and simple. I don't give a damn what you got going on, because I know I got 1,000 applications and they gonna grind hard because they need this money to fund their business or just to work here forever. So I'll tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, you can't be stuck in no 9 to 5. It's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, but it's like, it's what you're doing with the 9 to 5. You shouldn't be working a 9 to 5 to take care of your life for the rest of your life.
First of all, like I said, I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? There's a point where you're like, we all know how that goes. Like, nobody should be working for someone else. And when we say that, it's from the aspect of companies. Like, no one should be working for a major company because you're disposable. You know what I'm saying? Now, the part where he's like, man, because if you late, that's young boy talk. That's new dude talk. New dudes worry about stuff like, because I can't, you know, I got stuff to do. I'm trying to live my life and still try to make this. That's new dude stuff. When we were growing up, it was prioritizing and not being disposable. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we didn't want to be working 9 to 5s because we saw how quick it was for them to lay off moms. We saw how quick it was for them to fire pops. We saw how quick it was for a company to go, oh, this whole section no longer exists. You know what I'm saying? We were there. I was there in 2008 when all of these financial problems was kicking and jobs literally just cut whole sections off and was like, that don't exist anymore. I don't know what y'all people's gonna do. Mary over there, she been with this company for 20 years. Mary gone. Mary was out here rocking. Mary didn't even get to go to her son's wedding because she was at work. It was an important thing that had to jump off, and she had to be there. This section no longer exists. We ain't even trying to think about moving anybody around. That's gone. We ain't got time to worry about that. They'll be all right. We'll, you know what I'm saying, severance package maybe. You know what I'm saying? There's a generation of us that saw how disposable people were and are. So our mentality is, I am never going to commit 100% to this gig. This gig is this gig pays the bills. This gig gets this here, and then I flip some money on the side and I rock out. You know what I'm saying? And I flip something on the side, and then when that flipping on the side can take care of everything else, we're good. See, I see what he's saying. Shout out the Skills, the MC Skills, the wrap-up guy. He said that himself. He said he still worked for the University of Richmond while being a rapper. And people were like, yo, how are you doing this? He was like, because that right now isn't making me enough money where I don't have to do anything anymore. Then he hit that point where it hit that point and he stopped working. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. Some people want to eat off of house money. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying when I say that. There are people who are okay eating off of the house money. I'm a store manager. I'm a regional manager. I'm a this, I'm a that. They're bragging on what they have because they have moved up in the company. They're here now. They're secure. They're good. Their family's straight. Their kids going to college because of this company. They're committed to this company. There are people who have been like, yo, in 20, 25 years, I went from doing this to being part of the board meetings. I'm one of the people that gets to go take these trips and it's paid for by the company. I'm a prioritized person. Like when they take trips and they do this and that, boom, when you log on to the website, my name is like the 5th name on that joint. I'm that guy in 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Matthew over there, 25 years too. The furthest he ever got was to be a supervisor at a shift. He a shift supervisor. But Matthew's straight though. My man over here, he's straight. Matthew's straight. My man, he chilling. Money big. He doing all this. He's straight. Matthew makes sure Matthew ain't paying no car payments. Matthew's house is bought because the bonuses was kicking in, and he was eating, and he took all his bonuses and was like, boom, I'm putting that to the house. This is my house. I own this house. I ain't paying no payments on this joint. All them big old bonuses, I was getting on the quarter. Man, look, I took that joint, flipped that joint, came right back, told them people I ain't paying no more mortgages no more, son. This is my house. This my house now. You know what I mean? That's my car. This my house. We good. I just pay property taxes. I'm straight, son. My kid gonna go to a nice, good school. I'm good. We don't want for nothing. We're straight. When they start downsizing, I'm part of the people who got to pick what's going down. Who we letting go. I'm not getting let go of. When they was talking about they gotta downsize from the top, my grind was so strong, son. They was like, yo, what do you want to do? I can shift you to another place that needs somebody like you. And I shifted like twice. I'm good. These are people who are playing with house money. You know what I'm saying? They took what they did and they rocked out on it. So the 9-to-5 concept, I get it. But you gotta understand there are some people who are like, yo, I don't have that grind and obsession to be Dave Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that grind and obsession to be Diddy. I don't have that grind obsession to be L.A. Reid. You know what I'm saying? That's grinding right there. That is a grind. Some people don't have that. Some people can't be like Diddy, who goes, yeah, I interned to Uptown, started my own label. Dave Thomas, I got up to a point where I figured like this is my ceiling at KFC. I started Wendy's. People don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That's a piece. The other side of it is to go, oh, I'm doing this 9-to-5 so I can invest in my joint. That means somebody is investing in you. That means somebody is going, ooh, don't worry about paying no bills. I got this. You're still living with your parents, or you living with somebody who trusts that you're going to succeed. It's all good. Do what you do. That's how that go. This generation is coming up. I understand it. You don't want to work for the man. You're not the first generation. Like when they sit back and go, oh man, the millennials, oh man, that Gen X, and oh man, the boomers and all that. Like y'all was cornballs. You ain't understanding. Every generation thought the same way. Reality struck when them bills hit. You know what I'm saying? When them bills hit, you sitting around trying to invest in yourself. It's like, am I going to be homeless trying to invest in myself? That only works out for a few people. There's only a small percentage of people that was like, yeah, son, I was living in my car. Damn, I'm a multimillionaire. That's a small group of people. That's a very small group of people. You know what I mean? I was in a homeless shelter, and then one boom, boom, boom. Most people was like, yo, I got to make sure I'm straight. I got to make sure my kids are straight. Like, he's talking from a single person's position who is living off of somebody else for now. Okay, well, you know, do what you do. Hopefully that works out for you. Work it out. I'm going to work with you. Everybody's not going to get that opportunity. The world doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? And we're in an era now where dudes make so much money off of just being. You know what I mean? Like, there are dudes who sit there and do nothing more than just turn the mic on, turn the camera on, and talk and make buku paper. Then there's others that don't make anything at all. You know what I'm saying? You pull up podcasts, there are millions of podcasts. There's only like maybe in each genre 30 real big joints. Anything else is small time. In every genre, in sports, there's only 30 joints in sports. And then if you want to break that down, when I say sports, I'm talking about individual. People who talk basketball, there's 30. Football, 30. Wrestling, 30. Boxing, 30. People when it comes to music, people who really talk about music, like reviewing music, like, yo, this is some good songs, boom, boom, boom. 30. People who talk to artists and really sit back and kick it with artists depending on your genre of music. 30. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Celebrities who talk to other celebrities. Technically, still, there's 30. Murder joints, 30. Book reviews, 30. Cooking joints, 30. And the ones that are part of the top 30 are usually people who have celebrities to it, or people who have basically built up a major fan base on the low and started and found themselves being on the inside of everything. You go to YouTube and you type in whatever you want about anything. The top dudes are going to come up, and then it's going to be just a bunch of people you never heard of before. Like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And they're consistent. It's just they don't register because, first of all, they have no audience. A lot of these dudes start their audience off with engagements, and they're all like, yo, I went to, oh, that's the dude that was at the joint. Oh, yeah. They told you, the new dude that's going to be doing NBA, the Indian dude, I can't think of, Sham or something. They broke down how he started out. Started out grinding, talking to G Leaguer dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly, just talking to dudes, just like had little hits here and there. Was out here grinding, and your man took interest. His mentor took interest. It was like, yo, I'm a rock with you, dog. This is how you do it. And then he did it and got big. And when one of his biggest joints hit, his mentor shouted him out. All of a sudden, they became competition. That's what your man's is saying. Invest in yourself. The thing is, everybody's not going to succeed. You still have to live. When I say live, I'm not talking about enjoy life. I'm talking about make sure everything, your priorities are straight. Because at some point, somebody's going to be like, oh, I think this is it, son. You might not get any further than this. You might want to pay some bills. You might want to like stop trying to make this your get down and make this your side gig, your side hustle, your extra money. Because this like you're not generating enough income to sustain yourself. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like I said, you got dudes who will do Lyft all day like it's a real gig. You got dudes who will do DoorDash all day like it's a real gig. You know what I mean? Like, there's people out here who are doing what should be side hustles as the actual gig, because in their minds, it's not the real 9 to 5. And that's another thing too. The concept of 9 to 5 falls on what you think a 9 to 5 is. If I'm door dashing and lifting and Ubering all day, that's my 9 to 5. That's my 9 to 5. If I'm sitting here, oh, but I ain't gonna do it this side because I'm gonna go kick it with Shorty over here, and I'm gonna go hang out over here and do this with the homies. Then I'm gonna get right back on it for the rest of the day. That's 9 to 5. You have a set schedule. Hustlers with 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? You get out of school, Batman goes off, and you go outside, you kick it for a little bit. 6 o'clock hit when you think everybody's off work. You go to the block for real. And there's them blockheads that are on the block all day. Then there's them dudes who understand it don't get poppin' till now. That's a 9 to 5. That's a 9 to 5. I know people who told themselves and told other people, I prefer to get former drug dealers, these young boys, you know, the 7th, 8th graders, 9th graders, 10th graders, when they, you know what I'm saying, when they like, oh, I think I need to really try to get a real job. I'd rather get them because they understand the dedication of being here. They get it. They don't want to go back to the block. And their work ethic is strong because they was on the block dedicated to getting that money. I'm going to do that. The concept of 9 to 5 is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a plumber and this is your company, that's your 9 to 5. The person you hired, that's their 9 to 5 because they believe in you and you're making money and they want to make money with you. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing where he's like, oh man, because if you're late too many times, that's new boy stuff. That's new dude stuff. New dudes worry about being late because they have no concept of time. They have no dedication. You know what I'm saying? When we were young, you just went to work. Like, perfect example, my kid right now, his whole issue is time. He doesn't know how to calculate appreciate, distribute time. You know what I'm saying? He goes to school. He has to be to work by 5. He zips home real quick, changes his clothes, and he goes back out, and he's at work at 5. He gets off at 11. This is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then he wants to stay up with his unemployed homies when he gets home at 11 something and play video games for like the next couple of hours. Then his complaint is, man, I feel like I don't get enough sleep. I don't have no free time. But it's like you do have time. You have the 2 off days. You have your Tuesday and you have your Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You take your time on a Sunday to handle your laundry joints, and then you have the rest of the day to yourself. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, a lot of his friends are like, oh, I have stuff I gotta do with my family at that time. Your free time and their free time aren't at the same. Sunday is sometimes like I'm doing stuff with the family. That's your complete day. Tuesday, you come from school, you gotta go to your team thing that you got going on because he's on a team for school. So then you come home by 6 or 7 and you go, yo, I got enough time to kick it on the game with the homies. You have to know how to control time. Because then it's like, he's like, yo, I call off because we do the no school joints. You know what I'm saying? When on them days, they're like, there's no school this day. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna go kick it with my girl the next day. Like that day that they say they don't have school is the day he wants to just kick it with his girl. That day is also his work day. So I'm like, yo, so what you gonna do about work? Oh, I called off. You calling off for girls? And is she paying you? We ain't spent enough time together. I gotta find that gap. What's her Sundays look like? She works on Sundays. Y'all can't talk on the phone? I mean, I just want to be around. Y'all ain't meeting up in school? I just say, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm saying, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is, you don't just call off to kick it with the shorty like that. Like, when you get to the point where you got to start paying bills, the same way my man is like, they don't care, but yeah, they don't care that you want quality time with your shorty. Quality time falls on you. That's not a excuse. That's a liability. You know what I mean? Like, prioritizing time is a necessity. Because now, if you own your own company, people don't understand. Owning your own business, there's no days off. Like, when I see people who be like, yeah, so-and-so call me no days off. They're right. Owning your own joint, there's no days off. You're there. That you're always in business mode. You know what I'm saying? You're always, you ain't never got no time for me. I'm grinding. I'm trying to get this business popping. What you talking about? Like, we together right now, homie, but we ain't doing nothing. Okay. Let's go out and do something. Well, I don't feel like you're 100% here. It's like your mind is somewhere else. Trying to get this money. Trying to make this business work. There's no days off. I don't even know. I don't think my man even understood that. He's like, man, you got to invest. That's investing in yourself. When you're investing in yourself, there's no days off. There's no days off. The grind is continuous until you get to that point where you can slow it down. You never stop. You slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm comfortable now. Like, I got this, I got that. I ain't got to worry about making my mortgage or my rent. The car paid for, the food, the fridge and the cabinets is filled. The pantry is packed. We good. It's all straight up here. I got the little things that I need on a personal level. Nice size TV, the couch, the furniture. Boom, boom, bitty, boom. I'm straight. I'm gonna slow it back. I'm gonna pull back. Now they get to hang out more. And that's the thing. Like, not to get off topic, but when people talk about these chicks, they want a man who's already got it, and they don't want to be there on the progress because that takes too much time. That's where the time comes in at. They don't have time for her. She wants it when it's already straight, and now he has that free space. I want to come through now. You weren't there for the grind. Shorty who was there for the grind gonna get that time. Yeah, you look good, but you weren't there for the grind. Like, he might cheat on his girl with you, but you'll never be his girl. He still appreciates the fact that she was there when I needed that time. Like when I was on that grind and she understood and had to fall back for a minute and make them phone calls and then like, so you straight, everything good. And had to listen to you talk about, man, this idea ain't really working like I thought it would. The money, you know what I mean? I don't know, I might have messed up on something. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna holler at you later. Let me do some tweaks to some things. I gotta reboot my whole situation. I gotta fall back and restructure everything. Nobody wants to be around that. You know what I'm saying? The homies don't want to be around that. They're invested in wanting you to succeed. All that extra talking about what you got to do, they don't care nothing about that. Hey, I hear you, dog. Just get at me later then. Cool. And the thing is, when you're young and you see that, you automatically think they don't care. It's not that they don't care. They don't have your passion. And then when you get older and you understand that they have your passion for what you were doing, they appreciated what you were doing. They were hoping good things for you when you were doing it. And when you succeed, they're there. You know what I'm saying? Some people just take that and, oh man, they hating on me. That's your joint, son. That's your joint, because that's what you do to them. Hey man, what you doing? Oh yeah, man, I'm working on this and the third. I'm trying to get, Yeah, well, yeah, just holler at me when you get, you know what I'm saying, when you get a free. That's no disrespect. That's understanding. This dude got a lot on his plate. I ain't gonna hold him. I'm gonna holler at him periodically. Hey, yo, so how everything going with that joint? Yeah, it's good, it's boom, boom, boom. Oh, word, okay. All right, now when he goes, yo, what you trying to get into, maybe on a Saturday? He's freed up. Now y'all, and boom, and y'all kick it. But that's your man's. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about this 9-to-5 concept, when he's like, everything's a 9-to-5. Everything is a grind. You know what I'm saying? Talking about investing in yourself. That's the investment in yourself. The 9-to-5 don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, once you get whatever it is you think you're trying to get popping, it don't stop. Some dudes don't even stop when they're straight. Steve Harvey was Steve Harvey all the time. And when Steve Harvey became Steve Harvey, you still saw Steve Harvey on any and everything. Regis was on any and everything. The dude from America's Home Funniest Videos, the guy that Carlton replaced, that guy was on any and everything. Some dudes don't stop. Shaq is invested and owns a bunch of stuff. Shaq don't stop. That's the part people don't understand. Like, the business is the business. Nobody wants to commit to another company and then just be easily disposed of. You know what I'm saying? When that time comes and it's time to let you go, they let you go. All the hard work you put into it means nothing. It's your time. Bye. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? We see that in the real world. We see that in sports. You know what I'm saying? We see that all over the place. We've seen that all over the place. You know what I'm saying? That Michael Jordan documentary on ESPN showed you. My man was like, yo, great minds can always find some good gems and put them together and have another championship team. Chicago ain't been great since then. Derrick Rose was their only shining moment. You know what I mean? Let's not play ourselves on that. That thought scheme cursed that team. Michael Jordan, in their minds, was disposable. Scotty was disposable. Michael and Scotty were disposable. The two dudes who definitely helped give you 6 championships were disposable. When you're a kid watching that play out on TV, and then you turn and you watch your uncle or your dad and your moms and all them, or your cousin and them dedicate their time and effort to this company, and then it's like, oh yeah, we don't really need you no more. We'll pay you out and everything, but you good, we good. You see all this and you go, oh, when I get in, I'm not giving you guys 100%. I'm giving you basic plan me. Basic plan me, I do just what is needed. Boom. If y'all want to I like your work ethic. Can I promote you? I'm not saying no, but I'm never gonna be out here going, oh yeah, I'll come in like in the middle of the night if y'all need me. I'm gonna come in when it's super snowy outside. Nah, son, I'm at home and warm. I'm at home warm and dry. Yeah, my feet ain't cold out there. I'm in the crib. It's 120 degrees. They say don't go out the house unless you need to. I don't really need to go to work today. I called off. I'm not giving you that. Because I see that when people do, it's not always good. Now, there's all other people who, like I said, they end up moving up. Boom, boom, boom. Fine. And that's what he said. It depends on you. But to totally disregard the concept of having financial stability in some sense. And I know somebody gonna be going, oh man, these jobs ain't paying. No, these jobs aren't paying. That's not even part of the conversation. What I'm saying is that there's money steady coming in. Now, if you got the time, if you have the time and financial opening to invest in yourself, whether that's put money in stocks or flip it in something, or I done messed around and I bought me some property real cheap. I own this lot, and then somebody wants to develop on this lot that I own. Ooh, you're gonna have to pay me for that, son. By all means, because there's always new ways to get money. A lot of times these dudes is just thinking streaming, TikTok shops and all that. Dude, it don't take much to hold a little something on the side, a few thou on the side, a few stacks on the side, buy you a lot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that. People start developing and they like, well, who own this? This dude own this. Hey homie, we want to develop on that. What y'all trying to spend on that? And you hang up the first couple of times, like, that ain't good enough. Click. Shoot, man, we done built all this and this. We need this spot right here. Hey, I don't think so, son. Click. How about boom, boom, boom? For real? Y'all done called twice already. You're right. I'm right. Boom. Now you have money for some land that you just bought and didn't do nothing, won't go do nothing with anyway. You just had it. Dirt cheap land. That's what we talking about. It's always ways to flip some joint, to get some paper. What was the dude when Kanye said he was gonna try to run for president? And my man had already bought the rights to the domain name. He owned the domain name, and they was like, yo, son, we'll pay you whatever you want for that domain name. It's always ways to get that joint. That was a hustle back then too. People don't even understand. Just coming up with domain names, and then these companies and people had to come holler at you like, yo, I guess I got to holler at son. hey, son, I'm gonna need that. We gonna need that. How much can we get for that? Oh, word. Well, y'all gonna have to pay me, blah blah blah. And all he did was pay like most likely $25, and he had to pay like a couple of dollars every year or something just to make sure to maintain it. Came away with a couple of million. Cause they're gonna pay you millions for that crazy domain name. You can hold that out, cause that's what you're supposed to do is get all the little dots. You know what I'm saying? .org, .net, .com, whatever. Every time they come up with a new dot, you find out, oh, there's a new dot. I want that dot too, son. Boom. You might be shelling out $300, but them $300 a year gonna come in handy when somebody go, ooh, I want that. Word. How much we talking? Life. The life is the grind. And another thing I think about is there's a younger generation that don't want to have the journey. They don't want the roller coaster. They just want it to be upwards. They just want an upward projection. Life is a roller coaster. Sometimes that down is the best part of the whole situation because you learn more. You take that and you go, ooh, okay, I see how to do this better now. Boom, 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 boom. And you start back humble. I guess I go out here and get a job. Do the job. I'm about to flip. Oh, word. Now I got a little extra money on the side. I'm about to boom, boom, boom. Start working on my joint again. Get myself back up again. Boom, boom, boom. And you become that again. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't want to go through that. They're just like, oh my God, I can't do that. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? It's the life, man. Like, dudes just want, like, the social media got everybody looking like they're up. Everybody's not up. And everybody's not going to be up. If everybody was up, this country would be a totally different thing. The world would be a totally different thing. The concept of economy wouldn't even exist. You know what I'm saying? You need that. The ups and downs. I'm not saying that you need it, like you personally need it. I'm just saying the system needs the people at the bottom and the people at the top. Because if everybody's at the top, what are we doing? At this point, we're not generating money, we're trading. Which I'm cool with. Do you have a skill? I'll trade my skill for your skill. Some people don't have skills. So you have to sell something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out here talking about they want to be the boss. Boss of what? You need employees. So if your thought is nobody should be working, everybody should be their own boss, who's taking care of this stuff? Nobody wants to take care of their own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's not corner storing it. Like, corner store dudes take care of their joint. They the one, you walk up in there, they sweeping and mopping the floors. They are sweeping and mopping the floors, especially if they ain't got no kids or no nephews and nieces. You know what I'm saying? That's them doing that. They're the ones wiping down the cooler doors, wiping down the counters. You know what I'm saying? That's them. Clockwork. I open at 7 and I close at 9 p.m. Clockwork. 7 days a week. No matter the weather. Off on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Clockwork. Guess what that is? A 9 to 5. Dedication. My man saying what he's saying, but not understanding that that's the same dedication that gets you there. I don't know what he's saying to invest in, but anything you invest in is still going to be a 9 to 5. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm overlooking it. And I know somebody who's probably listening probably gonna be like, you ain't understanding what he's talking about. I don't understand what he's talking about. I do understand, as a person who has had 2 companies, understand that when it's your job to be on top of it, that is a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I've owned 2 joints. So when it's your joint, you got to get out and get something. That's you. You know what I'm saying? That's you. And that goes back to people who gamble, who are out here gambling and talking crazy with house money. That store manager at Target, he gets sick. Target ain't shutting down. Leon's on the corner. If Leon gets sick, Leon's is shutting down unless one of his kids want to open it up while he's down. If Leon is doing bad, them store doors aren't open. That's not house money. That's Leon's money. That's Leon's life. That's his business. You know what I'm saying? So when you go, oh man, ain't nothing wrong with that, it really isn't, because some people are like that. That store manager gets sick, the store's gonna function now. He gets paid salary, the money gonna be generated. Leon gets sick and he's down for about a month. He done lost a month's worth of income. You know what I'm saying? No money was generated. You know what I'm saying? He can't, you know what I mean? What's going on? He's not there making money. Salary dude at Target ain't gotta be there. He's salary dude. He's sick somewhere, coming down with the baddies, throwing up, diarrhea, ain't feeling too good. He's been out for about a week, 2 weeks. Then he got to go to the hospital. They tell him there's something going on. He got to be gone for about 6 months. Salary. You know what I mean? Plus whatever he got on his sick time or whatever. Leon ain't got no sick time pay. Leon's him. The grind is different. That's why some dudes play with house money. Don't hate on that. On the dude who's like, yeah, I've been here for 10 years. They do that because they understand if it was just on me, if I can't do it, then I can't eat. If I'm working with the house money and I can't do it, I got something to fall back on. I got some protected time. I got some sick pay. I got this here and that and there and all of this that I can pull from because I've been here for about 10 years. That's money earned. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Dion ain't paying his home bills. What I'm saying is Dion's not making, Dion, whatever I call the man, that man is no longer making more money. That store isn't generating the income anymore. And depending on how bad his situation is, he's pulling from his savings. He's pulling from his resources. He's pulling from his revenue. You know what I mean? No money is flowing in, but he's definitely now having to take out. That's what I'm saying. I took out as a store manager, but I'm still gonna end up eating off of that bonus because I was there for that. I'm boom. We straight. Probably making calls and make sure everything boom, 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 boom. Oh man, get off the phone, son. We got this. All right, cool. Other side of it is, if he's going too long and everything's too bad, they're gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna have to let son go off. He can't be here talking no more. I'm sorry, dog. Now you're a liability. You've been going too long. Clip. Leon, on the other hand, when everything gets straight, you can just come back. Boom. Oh man, it's been a dog. Yo, and the food old. Gotta put the food on clearance. You know what I'm saying? You want some of these, you want these beans. These beans gotta be on clearance. This milk is old and spoiled. These eggs are rotten. I gotta restock. He's gonna go through more stuff, but that's his business, and he's going to be able to still rock. My man gonna have to find a new job. Everything has its ups and downs. I know I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. People who know what I'm talking about, they're gonna be like, yeah, I see what you're saying. People who have no idea what I'm talking about are like, you ain't understand. You could always. Everybody don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. There are people who own whole stores. They own the store that they're working at, and don't have anything really outside of insurance. They don't have a lot of other things going on. There's no coverage because they never thought about the coverage. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, I don't think I can afford that. And then, so they don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to do this. Like this, Leon don't go on trips. If he there 24/7, Leon don't go on trips. If he there 7 days a week, him and his wife ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't went nowhere. He don't trust nobody enough to have them hold the store down while he gone for about a week or two or a month or so. It's what it is. There are people like that. And that goes back to time and sacrifice. Some people can't deal with that. But I'm going to stop talking about that because we got to get back. We got to get into this Salvadorian thing. And let's do what we do and rock out. Thank y'all for listening. I'm my bad. I'm out here tripping. But thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Yeah, son. Please do your research on this Salvadorian Civil War thing. Matter of fact, and if you understand what I'm saying about this 9 to 5 thing and the generation thing, because sometimes they're thinking that way. You know what I mean? They're thinking very black and white when employment is a gray area. To be employed, whether it's self-employed or employed by somebody else, is so gray. It is gray. It is not very. If it's not very, it is or it isn't. There's so much room in there. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. Let's get into what we do. Let's go. Yes, listening to a Marley Marl listen to a Marley Marl remix single love. Something that's dope, but y'all don't mingle love. Y'all be sitting around talking y'all love to be single, but don't wanna talk to me single, But you got a man, you single, You say he's a friend, I'm like, you single, But that's all cool, you single, That was back in school, but you single, Yeah. That's a lot of groceries for some one person. And you ain't even fat, so what's working? On with all that. Come on with all that. You single, Yeah, okay. Okay. I ain't trying to come through. I was just playing, mama. I ain't really messing with you. You ever flirt with somebody and then they be like, I'm single. You be like, oh, no, I really won't try to do nothing for real, though. I was just trying to see like how many free gifts I can get. I was just, you know what I mean? You know, the chick at the cookie store. Like, hey, cutie, hey, how you know? Oh, wow, hey, look at you, get your hair done. Get them free cookies, and then one day she's like, yo, you know, I'm off on Saturday. Word, what you got planned on doing? That's how you look. Word, what you got? Man, shoot, word, crazy, yo. What you who you gonna kick it with, girl? Who you hanging out with? I mean, I was just trying to see like what you had going on. Nah, no you won't. Now you won't. Stop. I'm still reminiscing, y'all. I'm bugging. Anyway, this is that time of the night. And it's past the 30-minute mark, and so we gonna try to make this quick. I don't want to be out here wilding out and start reminiscing and forget everything that I'm supposed to be talking about. So we gonna keep it strictly business right here. We trying to be professional. Put the, you know what I'm saying, represent with the tie and the cufflinks and all that. Put the hair to the joint. Get the shave straight. You know what I mean? Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top, like this moment in Hispanic history. Yo, this right here is a nice, crazy piece of history. It's the Salvadoran Civil War that lasted from 1979 to 1992. And look, here's the wild part. There was an ousting of the one president that. Look, hold on. Let me hit y'all off with the real. This is how wild this goes down. Back in the day, even before the Civil War, it was always a conflict on the money, because money was being made, because it was like, yo, this is what we get paid off of. This is how we getting our money up. They getting their paper jumping off. In '69, they actually went to war with Honduras, and money got funny because, you know, you gotta pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, where do you go get your joints from? And so next thing you know, the Salvadorians, they're heightened up with corruption, and they going through all they gotta go through, and they're starting to now buy guns from Germany. In '72, the presidential election was taken over, so, you know what I'm saying, a whole nother coup was jumping off internally. You know what I mean? And all this was jumping off. 73 with the oil crisis. This is what I'm saying. All this builds up to what I'm about to get to. Jumps off. 1977, the PNC, the people who defeated the National Opposing Union, the UNO, in the presidential election. What you have now is a situation, the results now take place where you got all that jumps off for 1977, where a fraudulent, I can't pronounce it, I hate that, fraudulent military candidate was like, yo, I'm gonna take this joint over, son. We're gonna do this. Let's do this. And they go into it, and they go out here, and they make it happen. Now, here's the crazy part. We had two presidents that were down with this. They both were like, yo, yeah, let's get down. You know what I'm saying? The government supported the new military joint in '79 because they felt like, yo, the old regime that they had ousted was too cool with Cuba, which means they were probably too cool with Russia. So you know how that go. We was like, yo, I got your back, son. We made it happen. We get down with you. We do what we need to do. Reagan comes in, you know what I'm saying, in '81, and basically increases the involvement in the war as they were out here battling for power structure from basically two political fractions. You know what I'm saying? Look, when they tell you people don't connect like that, Reagan was like, oh, word, that's the best of our interests. Yeah, we gonna keep this popping with them dudes. We gonna make it happen with them dudes. We gonna see what we can get and get going with them. You know what I mean? The whole thing was crazy. Bodies, political corruption all over the place. You know what I'm saying? The UN was trying to figure out when can they step in and do what they need to do to try to like cause a ceasefire. And then there was a point where they actually did have talks, and even while they were having talks, there was still little get downs here and there, still keeping the wars spurring on. And it's like, yo, this is what are y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it twisted. Everything isn't all great after '92. There's still a whole lot of things that went down, and things didn't get, I guess, what you would call better to like 2017. And you know, but it's, yeah, it was a wild joint. You know what I'm saying? Like like a Salvadorian joint, a Salvador, like, yo, it was wild out there. Yeah, man. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying not to even. I know we trying to get to this next joint, and we gonna do what we do. But yeah, man, that's this joint. Please look up the Civil War. And matter of fact, look up America's hand in it. We was sitting in the cut, instigating it from the '60s. We was out here like in the cut, watching everything go down. Like, word. And if you know American history on that level, we have placed our hands in a lot of other governments' joints. We've done a lot of damage, or you could say good, in the Middle East, in South America, in Africa. We have really run a wild job out here, man. We was out here. We there, man. We're there. Don't let these people act like, oh nah, son. We be out here wilding. So yeah, man. Get at me on Bing. Yeah, you know we ain't doing Google for the rest of the year, so Bing me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to do. Just type up the name, and the name gonna give you the game, and the game gonna be played, and y'all gonna be like, oh my God, there he is. Ain't none of that rhyme, but it sound cool for reals. Facebook, Live at the Oasis Mix Show. Well, no, that's not even it anymore, because that got, I don't know what happened to that. Like, Facebook, the meta people did whatever to me on that. So it's just Live at the Oasis. The Gram, blackceezar son, BlackCeezarsonn. Y'all know who I am. Y'all see me on the gram. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I can't eat ham. Other times I'm like, yo, bring that bacon over here. And I don't really care, because I was like, yeah. Catch me on the twit, blackceez, BLACK_CEEZ. We gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff, man. Like, yo, we got joints jumping. You know how we do. Let's get into this music and get it poppin'. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. But let's get into what we do. Let's go. Yes, hey, I'm out, yo. That's my time. I got to get up on out here, but y'all don't understand what I'm about. Cause yeah. Zibbity, ibbity, ibbity, bibbity, bibbity, boo. I be like, well, my God, hey girl, what you do? Like, Anyway, that's my time, man. I'm up out of here. Yo, before I go though, basic instructions before leaving Earth. When you're a kid, when you're a teenager, and you're getting them gems, and like again, I miss the 90s for that piece, because like the whole concept of the 5%ers, the Israelites, just people trying to enlighten you on blackness. You know what I mean? It was a wild thing, man, growing up like that. Salute to that. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Our self-Lord and Master, Islam, the whole joint, like the listen to dudes chop up, bring it up, build, teach, and all that. Do the science, do the knowledge, do the math. Yo, it was a wild part of the time, man. And then it all stopped. And I'm not here to kick none of that. Oh man, you blame it on the West Coast, because the West Coast had their joints on lock. Can't blame it on the South. You got shout out to 3 Stacks, you know what I'm saying? And J Electronica, Bun B. There's a lot of brothers down south that got that thing. So we ain't even gonna try to kick it like that, man. We ain't even like that. It's just when it got popular, it was like, yo, why don't you do this? And that's how it went. You know what I mean? It stopped being Lauryn Hill, Lauryn Hill, Isis. I don't know why I said Iris. Isis, it stopped being, you know what I'm saying, Butterfly, it stopped being all that, and it was like, yo, show me your tatas, twerk that booty. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. It was put out there like that. When Snoop stopped really getting gangster, they went a whole nother route with everybody in the trap now. Okay, cool, you ain't gotta be gangster like Snoop and them out here talk about colors. Don't let them get your money, son. Get that hustle on. It's a game, man. It is what it is. Party and BS is always relatively, it's like right there in your hands. It's the knowledge that you gotta seek out. Some people just ain't trying to get it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? With the money in your face, the knowledge is secondary. But I ain't here to build on that. I ain't here to talk about that. I'm here to get up out of here, actually. I'm ready to put the exit. I'm over my time. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what happens when you live and you see this Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, boy. Woo. Anyway. Time to get professional again. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. How now, cow, brown, town, down, frown, around. I'm ready now. I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, and you go like this. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that you are out here in the world traveling, make sure that you provide the beautifulness and spiritualness of who you are and represent your God. Walk a righteous path that is placed for you. Carve your own lane. Everyone be safe. Have a good night. Peace, y'all.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.